Hello Aries and welcome to my channel, Love It or More. This is going to be your September reading for Sun, Moon and Rising. I am doing things slightly different this time. I had an amazing energy healing over the weekend on Saturday, and with it came many changes to how I tune in, how I tap in, and I'm just kind of getting used to that, climatizing towards that. It was amazing lady, Gabby. She does also remote energy healing, so let me know in the comments below if you're interested and I can forward details. So, I ended up doing a whole bunch of the YouTube readings for September and realized, yo, it's too much. It was all way too convoluted. I was just basically getting too much. So I'm keeping it, I'm trying to just zone in now, right? So it will be slightly different. Also, apologies for not being around. I had just finishing my book. I've been working on a book for 2 years, came to completion, now it's being proofread and I just needed to kind of knuckle down and get it done. So I haven't been around, but I'll try and catch up to some extent. So, for your reading, we're going to do the sound bowl for a ping just to tune in. Okay, you can join me with the inhalation, exhalation if you like. Okay. Okay, Aries, let us see what September is bringing you. So strange, I almost said April. Maybe you're working towards something for April. Maybe you know someone called April. It's just very random. Okay, Aries. What does Aries need to know, please, for September 2023 for their highest good? That's too many cards. As I said before, I'm being bombarded with so much information. At the moment, I need just to narrow it down. Otherwise, it'll be a load of, it would just be too complex. We are complex creatures after all. Aries. What does Aries need to know? Please keep it simple. Take this one. There was a bunch that fell, and then a separate one that fell. I'll take the separate one. Bottom of the deck, though, is the Strength card. But Aries, you have Judgment. Okay? So I'll give you a moment just to soak that up. So, traditionally with tarot, Judgment talks about, obviously, needing to make a judgment call, or the universe making a judgment call for you on your behalf. It can also reflect something either that you want to be over and done with, or something that you want to resurrect. Ultimately, whatever happens will change your life forever. Right? It's a major arcana, so it's a big deal. Let's see what I get. There's someone around you who's extremely wise and is guiding you very well on your path. I mean, I'm getting like an old lady, older lady vibe, but there's a lot of wisdom here and a lot of nourishment. A lot of nourishment. As someone who likes to feed you as well. I would say that, yeah, I would say, sorry, I got goosebumps, so I got hit the nail on the head with the thought. There's someone in your circle, right? So when we say a circle, it's like a family member, a friend, work colleague, whoever it is for you. But there's someone, I'm picking up an older lady, right, who recently or before, you maybe, it's just a little bit too much, feels almost duty bound that chatting to this person, or you know, you feel like there's an expectation there. So sometimes you don't take everything on board that they say. I would say it's coming to light now that they are, like, I would perceive them as an oracle, Okay, so you might not have that much time for them, although some of you might do, because there's still a close kind of bond, and you're able to sort of connect with them. But I do think that they're going to speak a lot of wisdom this month, which is going to serve you extremely well and probably be different to what you expected. So for example, if we use a very basic example, say for example you're working in a job and you have this crazy idea to start a new business, but it's something completely random or crazy, like what I do basically, right? And knowing this person, they appear to be somewhat maybe conventional or traditional in their habits, to the degree of, you need to have your structures, you need to have your foundations, all of that, right? And so within this example, it may be the thing of you might not want to talk to this person about this idea because you feel like they might just put you off, right? And remind you of so-called reality. And I feel like that's the thing that changes this month. That person is going to be like, absolutely, do it, do it, do it. I'm getting an old lady. I mean, it could even not be in a physical plane. It could be just like a passed on loved one. But I'm definitely getting a situation where someone has absolutely got your back. They are absolutely guiding you. They're serving you. They're supporting you, and they're going to help you. All right. It is better than you think. Much better than you think. So it feels to me like you have been going through a bit of to say you're going through a difficult spell, I mean, you could pretty much say that about anyone. But you have been in a cave, so I feel like you have, I don't always say being a recluse because you've been on a journey, right? So you could just be on a spiritual journey or a journey of self-reflection or a journey of self-love, right? Maybe even a physical journey. But there has been a situation of you being in, I wouldn't say a dark place, but a place that feels a little bit comfortable so that you can do what you needed to do, right, on a soul level. So it does have a little bit of a hermit energy whereby it feels like it's just easier just to close off the world and just deal with this one thing, because you are like, to expose yourself, to put yourself out there at the moment is not the right time. Okay, so I feel like you might have been in a bit of a funk with regards to socializing, particularly if people in the workplace have been, inviting you out on a social, a work do or whatever, and you're like, no, dude, I'm going home. I need some me time, right? That was all definitely needed and required for the position that you're on now. It could also be that perhaps your family, as well as your partner, if you have a partner, was suggesting to go out, enjoy life and stuff like that, and I feel like you haven't been wanting to do this. Like, if they pull your arm, is that the word? They twist your arm, right? Then you'll do it, but almost like begrudgingly, because I feel like mostly you wanted to just gauge within yourself where you're at. So you've been in a position recently where you found there's been not like as crossroads, but you're just like in the middle of a spider web, and you've got all these branches reaching out, and you have been in a little bit of a funk of like, well, it's too much. Even the one is too much. So I feel like you've really been doing some soul searching, some time within yourself, just to reconnect within yourself, okay? Because I feel like you've had situations with people around you where maybe misunderstandings happen often, or people not getting you at the moment, and then you get a little bit fired up about it, or the other person gets a bit fired up, and so it's just felt a little bit easier that you just kind of, okay, I'm just going to spend a bit more time within myself and just figure out what this is, okay? So that's the cave that you've been in at this time, okay? And it is important to give yourself that space and that time to do so. But what you don't actually realize is that it's not like you've been in a room or in a box. it's actually been a journey. So you've actually been moving through this space, okay? So it's not like you've still been going about your business, doing what needs to be done, but you've sort of kind of closed off with it, right? And I feel like you had a little epiphany or a shed of light that came to mind in this phase that you've been in, and it was almost like I'm seeing it as like a little sparkle, like what we would see a star in the sky, but like down over here. So obviously a star is huge, but we would, a little sparkle of light that gave you a bit of a direction, okay, and you followed that. And it felt there is an element of magic to it. So it could even be connected to a message that came in, right? That said something completely off the cuff. So even, for example, I don't know why I'm picking up so much work vibes for you, but there we go. Remember, even if you're retired or a student, you still do stuff, right? There's still projects and things that you work on, right? Your motivation, your solar plexus energy. So don't misunderstand me. But it feels like you got this little message or this little aha moment said from somebody else, separate to the older lady, right? That gave you, like, it was like a penny dropping moment, right? And it's something that is very different to what you thought. So for example, if you've been struggling within a relationship, someone might have said something that where the penny dropped for you, and then you realize, right, I get it from a totally different perspective. Now a judgment call needs to be made, right? Or I recognize now that if I decide this, and that's what's gonna, those repercussions will happen, right? So it's like that. Or it could be with a workplace that someone says something completely different, like the word, I don't know, bamboo or Hawaii or whatever, and all of a sudden something slots into place within your soul level almost, and it's like, yes, I need to build with bamboo, or I need to go to Hawaii. I mean, we'd all love to go to Hawaii, right? But fires and things, floods as well. Anyway, so it feels like there has been a sparkle of information. It feels like it was divinely guided, right? That was said off the cuff. So again, try and be aware that if you are being invited out or people are communicating with you lots, even if you're wanting to kind of stay home a little bit more this month, or up until recently, there are gems, secret gems that are hiding in people's words that might be very good for you to discover this month. Because what's actually happening is you've got someone who's really guiding you to the light. Now, it's always the darkest before dawn, right? You feel like you've been in a bit of a cave, right? And caves are very secure places. We need security. We need our comforts. We need to feel sheltered and safe, okay? But you're starting to walk into the light. You're starting to come out of the cave, obviously metaphorically speaking, and you're starting to believe in something really, really, really exciting. So there is something that you're interested in doing. You speak to this elderly person, or you're getting messages from spirit, who might be your passed on loved one. And it seems to be abundantly clear. Anything by the way of a dragonfly or an owl could be like signs for you, signs and synchronicities for you this month. But you're ready to take the next level. Question is, the choice is actually yours. So the universe can throw certain situations at you to force you into decision. That's kind of tower vibes, that's judgment vibes, right? But really, you can decide to repeat history, repeat cycles, or you can decide to move on. Okay, I feel like you want to move on because you start to see the light at the end of the tunnel is really, really promising. So maybe we're talking about a physical move. Maybe we're talking about a breakup of a relationship. Maybe we're talking about a new position. Okay, something's got to end before something starts. Maybe talking about a resurrection of a relationship, something from the past. We're on Mercury retrograde. You may be getting glass in the past. Come on in, right? The choice ultimately is yours. Do you want to venture into the unknown? or do you want to stay in the cave, right? It feels very colorful and clear for you, very vibrant future that awaits you. So don't worry if you have been feeling blindsided, particularly if you're in a cave, maybe you can't see things clearly because it's really, really dark, right? Not really knowing the way out, and you find this small little ball, the sparkle. You follow the sparkle, and then you've got the light at the end of the tunnel, and then you open up, and a new world is opening up to you. So the key here, Aries, is you have more support around you than you realize, okay? Even if you're wanting to sort of close up, if nothing else, if you still feel like you need to sort of stay at home a bit more this month until the end of the month when you feel a little bit more kind of brighter, I would at least pay attention to the words people say to you, because I do feel like there are hidden gems in that. There's something that needs to be communicated to you, and it's going to sort of set you on the next level, the next chapter of your journey. And be open, if you can, to express yourself and your ideas for the future with people, okay? Particularly a partner, if you're in a partner or family members, or that older lady that I was talking about, who's actually, you think like a wise crone, but she, you wouldn't expect what she would say in return, but there's a lot of wisdom there. I would trust it, okay? Yeah, so it is very, very exciting. Feels like a whole new world is opening up for you, something better than you imagined. But whether you walk into the light within that, or whether you decide, no, I think I need to stay in my cave for a little bit more soul searching and healing, it's entirely up to you. All right. So let us get a oracle card. What does Aries need to know, please, for their highest good? Pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Okay. So this guidance system that you've got, this sparkle of light, this wise owl over here, they are all divinely guided to help you to recognize your elevation. Help you recognize that all the difficult times that you've been in, all the times where you felt like you were pulled down to your knees, you dropped to your knees, there was too much, these have all obviously made you stronger. But you're getting these messages from Spirit, you know, in all sorts of like funny ways this month. It's reminding you, or trying to help you recognize how high you've come, how powerful you are, and how much of an impact you're on other people. I feel like this month, in the beginning part, the first couple of weeks of this month, you may be kind of just wanting to sort of shut out people a little bit, you know, not have really much time because you're doing, but they all see it. Ooh. So there's a lot of people around you who see your value and see your light. I feel like this cave business, as you step into the light, what's actually happening is you're starting to see your own light in a different way. And I know you might say to me, Robyn, yeah, I know I'm good. I know I'm good at my work. I know that I'm a nice person. No, I'm talking bigger than this. I'm talking huge. I'm talking like make your freaking dreams a reality, to the degree of it's all love-based, it's light, it's energy, it's vibrancy, you know, something that you get really, really excited about. All of that is awaiting you, and it's like until you recognize it within yourself, that's that last darkest before dawn, that last little dark spell before you reach the oasis on the other side, right? Because what's happening is, as you do so, because other people already recognize within you, you recognize it more within yourself, and you help to lift other people in this, okay? Because whether you realize it or not, Aries, people are looking at you already for the answers. People are already wanting your take on things, okay, because you have a very, I want to say, wise standpoint on things, because you've been through such difficult times, okay, because you've been able to stand up and dust yourself off again and get back on the horse, right? And some people around you, they know what you're made of, and they don't know how you did it, but they sure as hell will listen to what you got to say about any pickle that they're in, if that makes sense. So your vibrations are rising, all of this is rising high. You are really stepping more into your power. The more that you can see your own value, even on the same level as other people see you, because I feel like other people see you on such a huge level anyway, more than you would realize, okay? So, phew, Aries. Anyway, so I am going to now move on to a bit of vocal channeling. So I've been a vocal channeler for 3 years. I connect with a 7th density collective of 12 who call themselves Anakasanja. If you're weirded out by this sort of thing or freaked out, then best switch off now. Otherwise, stay tuned. I am going to see if they have any other messages for you. Okay, my ears are already pinging. I'll take a breath in, I'll close my eyes. And it is a bit of a strange accent that comes through, and they don't speak a normal way, right? So I have no idea what will be said, but let's see, all right? Learn to love your soul. Yes, but you know this, Aries. You know within your light that you are loving all of it anyway. But what we see within you is you are divinely instrumenting your vocals in your soul journey. Yes, you are elementing your soul. You are violeting your soul. Violeting, what we mean by this is you are exercising your light this month, yes, more so, yes, and you are learning to trust in your soul. So when you find yourself worrying about where to go, yes, what to decide, we see that you can learn from your palette of violet. And what we see by this is you are trusting in your divine guidance and within your light. Your light is where you vibrate higher. Your light is where you energize yourself, yes? So we see that your energy is moving to work within balance and harmony of connecting to the vocals, yes? So working within the vocals is when speaking, you speak light within you. So, your light is where you are elevating and balancing love. You are using your soul to connect in this light. It is wise, it is love. When you follow your diamond shape love, yes, you elevate more. So, you can use this to work within your violet rays and your soul light. There is more available to you when you achieve this, yes? When you find more to connect with, yes, of your violet rays, yes, your overlight, your chakra, yes, crown structure, yes, you can find trust within. This is where you are moving towards. Yep? You are following more trust within, yes? And understanding that you have capacity to connect more. So you connect more within yourself and in joking, yes, joking with others. So keeping it light within soul is valuing within you where you feel light, yes? So light is more energy, light is joking, light is living, yes? So follow the light within your soul It connects within Almighty, and you are within you. You are more than you imagine you are. Yes, it is working within you. It is all light within you. So work within this structure. It is lighting love and more. And you follow love in the balance of connecting. You are trust within. Yes? Love with you, you balance your light. Color is a vocal and you are lighting within it. So now love more, elevate higher, learn connectors in your soul work. Okay, Aries. I hope that helped. I hope that made sense. Have a glorious month and I'll see you next time.